Down where the cliffs break open to the sea, and the shore won't stay the same for long, a girl walked out with a hammer and a basket while the tide kept time like a song. The storms would tear the land apart, leave secrets naked in the shale, and Mary learned to read the ground like others learned to read a tale. Her father showed her how to look, not with greed but patient eyes. Said the sea gives back what it once took if you're there when the moment arrives. When he was gone and times grew thin, she walked that beach alone, selling wonders pulled from stone to keep her family fed and warm. They call them curious freaks of chance, dragon bones and devil's lies.
The suggested equipment for this location is as follows: 1 lump hammer, 1 small spade, geological chisels, goggles or a pair of safety specs, gloves, a pair of boots, and specimen bags for your finds.
The main cliff section visible at Monmouth Beach forms the Jurassic Blue Liars. The cliffs can be misleading as they actually go back quite a way, reaching around 140 metres in height. Resting on top of the Blue Liars is the charm of mudstone formation. This comprises of the shells with beef member and black vein member. At the very top are the Cretaceous rocks, including the green sand. All of these rocks and mudstones slip and fall down onto the foreshore. Fossil collecting should only be attempted on the foreshore, as the cliffs are highly dangerous and prone to sudden collapse. Stay well clear from the base of the cliffs at all times.
Monmouth Beach can yield some very large finds here. The ammonites can get quite big. You can also get bone blocks too. In this rock down here, I've just spotted the keel of a large ammonite. This section here, you can see the ammonite protruding out of the rock.
So here at Monmouth, you'll notice there's lots of ammonites within the bedrock, and this is actually known as the famous ammonite pavement. And if we walk slowly this way, you'll actually notice they're everywhere. They're down here, they're there, they're behind us. all over here, all different sizes of ammonites and species.
If you saw our other video at Hinkley Point, I discussed there about the blue lyres being similar to Monmouth Beach.
We saw these same classic giant bivalves called plagiostoma. When exposed in bedrock, it is illegal to extract them, but where the blocks have come away from the bedrock, you are free to take these back. They make wonderful specimens when fully prepped.
And similar to Hinkley Point as well, we discussed about the laws of fossil hunting and how you cannot hit the bedrock. The bedrock is the fixed rock to the surface or the cliff face that hasn't fallen. This is bedrock, and just like Hinkley Point, we cannot actually extract these fossils. There is another one down here, you can see buried in the foreshore there, in the rock.
So at Monmouth Beach here, you can find some really nice ammonites within the rock. Sadly, the rock is so hard that some are just near enough impossible to break out. So for example, down here, we have a really nice massive ammonite within the rock. It has sadly got a crack going all the way down the middle, so if you did even attempt to get this out, it would just split in two. So these type of ammonites are actually nice just to leave for other people to see when they come collecting here. The most common giant ammonites at Monmouth are Coronicosaurus. These are very hard to extract, carry and prep, but if achieved, they can be quite stunning and highly prized. The other giant is the closely related Paracoronicosaurus. This is some examples of how they can look after being prepped.
Down here on the foreshore, you can see a very large section of fossilized wood. It has so much detail to it. Down in this block Down here we have a Nautilus. These are beautiful when they can be exposed like this because you can see all the chambers.
A nautilus and an ammonite are both shell-bearing relatives of squid and octopus, but they're not the same. Nautilus are still alive today, living in the deep ocean, and their shells are usually smooth with simple curved seams inside. Ammonites are extinct, and their shells were often more strongly ribbed or spiny, with much more complex zigzag seams where their inner walls meet the outer shell. Both had gas-filled chambers to help with buoyancy, but in a nautilus the tube that links the chambers runs nearer the centre, while in ammonites it tended to run closer to the outer edge.
These crinoid stems can be seen in many of the rocks here. They are easily identified by their star shapes.
A nice little piece of marine reptile bone laying in the shingle just down there. You can often find many pieces like this within the shingle.
I've just been splitting this rock and it's full of ammonites. It's actually a multi-bed, a mixture of Arniosaurus and proms as well. There's a lot going on in this piece, as you can see from here.
There was a number of pieces we took back, including a much larger section which Ali will carefully prep in our workshop another day.
the foreshore here, look. A nice little piece of marine reptile bone lying amongst the stones down there. Walking back on the foreshore here, look, down in the bedrock, we found another piece of marine reptile bone. It is illegal to get this out of the bedrock, so it's very nice to leave that here for others to see.
Subscribe to our channel to follow us at our next location. Remember to give a like if you enjoyed watching.